The U.S. submarine that scared the pants off Iran. The U.S. Navy rarely says where its guided missile submarines are. That's the whole point. They're untraceable, but they can also be used to project force. That's why the U.S. Naval Forces Central Command made their announcement. USS Florida, they said, is on her way through the Suez Canal. The Islamic Republic of Iran threw a tantrum.
The United States is warmongering and propagating instability and conflict in the West Asia region.
That's from Iran's foreign ministry spokesman, Nasser Kanani. Kanani also hinted at China's growing role in the region. Beijing recently brokered a peace deal between Iran and Saudi Arabia.
New regional equations are likely to shape a new order,
Kanani said. A Saudi delegation arrived in Tehran on April 7th. They're in talks to reopen the Saudi embassy there. Meanwhile, the Florida left the Mediterranean Sea. The nuclear-powered submarine is a formidable weapon. She can carry a whopping 154 Tomahawk land attack cruise missiles. The sub is being deployed in support of the U.S. Fifth Fleet. This is done to ensure regional maritime security and stability. No details on the mission or its timing have been disclosed. We don't even know where Florida is headed. The logical destination would be the Persian Gulf, but nobody is saying anything beyond the original statement. That statement is itself an anomaly. The U.S. military never publicizes movements of its nuclear submarine fleet. However, it looks like Iran is becoming too much of a threat. In March, a U.S. military facility in Syria was attacked. One U.S. contractor was killed, and 5 American soldiers were injured. Washington blamed Tehran. The submarine's arrival coincided with another attack. 6 rockets were fired from Syria toward the Israel-held Golan Heights. The Israeli Air Force delivered strikes against the Syrian army in response. Iran is Syria's last major supporter, along with Russia. Middle East is heating up once again. But what is USS Florida? And why are the Iranians so worried? USS Florida is an Ohio-class cruise missile submarine commissioned in 1983. She's one of only 4 guided missile subs in the Navy. All Ohio-class boats have 2 crews, blue and gold. These crews of roughly 160 sailors alternate manning the submarine. They typically deploy for 3 months before swapping. The crew that isn't deployed spends its time training. The rigorous training program includes simulated missions and maritime scenarios. This regimen ensures the crew is always tactically and operationally ready. In 2011, Florida fired scores of Tomahawks at Libyan air defense targets. This was part of Operation Odyssey Dawn to enforce a no-fly zone. The Tomahawk strikes allowed British, French, and Allied warplanes to operate. Muammar Gaddafi was prevented from using his air force to attack rebels. This was the first combat action for the Florida. She launched 93 Tomahawk missiles. 90 were effective hits. The Tomahawk is a long-range land attack missile. It has an operational range of 1,500 miles. That's twice the distance from the middle of the Gulf to Tehran.